got out of witchcraft, crystals, tarot cards, sage, meditation, rituals, spell work. Why would I go to Jesus Christ that's supposed to be the healer, but all I see is damage?
Enemy will give you an answer, but he'll never give you a solution.
Exactly. She saged me. I started feeling chills that was coming on the back of my neck. Something was like coming over me, and she was like, I'm gonna put together a spiritual bath. It was a 4-hour process, and they put a whole spell together. And then she also gave me a purple candle, which symbolized your third eye, psychic abilities. I blacked out and I woke up fully naked. I have put a hex before on men. I wanted to make him hurt. I wanted him to feel it twice as hard. I wanted him to be obsessed because I was obsessed missing him. It started to work. I was loving it. I was controlling him. I think God took his hand off me that split second. It's a different type of witchcraft. Some witches drink animals' blood. Some witches do pick death spells on people. I felt like I was God himself. I don't need God. I don't need the Bible. I don't need nobody but these cards. Liking women, I'm confused. Am I supposed to like a woman?
The forbidden fruit was the world's first introduction to this idea of witchcraft. The allure of these powers is to have this knowing without God, like separate.
Y'all, I don't know about y'all, but I done heard a lot of this in these last couple of days about what we done seen in the media. The drinking, like animal blood. I'm not trying to mess anything up, but like drinking that type of stuff. I'm hearing like she started getting into wanting to be with the opposite gender, even though that's not what she ever wanted to do before. She started feeling God-like. Like, why do I need God? Because I'm feeling that way. Started really getting, there's a lot going on now. There's a lot going on, and she put a HEX on her ex, and she had complete control over him. And she really loved it, the level of control she had over him, because she wanted him to hurt double as bad as her. Now, y'all, I'm telling y'all, this is real, okay? Because we're seeing, I didn't really expect this, but this is God. This is God, because I didn't even expect to see some of the things that we're seeing right now.
Reading knowledge from God, you have destruction.
What are we talking about, children of God? Maybe you never been with a rich devil.
Okay, let's move forward.
Why aren't you married already?
God, the way that you have, and you've just been like rocking with the Lord heavy ever since. So yes. I do, always like to take everybody back to the beginning, just how you got to where you got, and just first and foremost, what did you come out of, so that we know what we're talking about?
Yes. So pretty much, I have got out of witchcraft. I was definitely in the root of it. I was exposed to it at a vulnerable time in my life. I went through an abortion, and prior to that, I was already going through abuse as well. Kind of like, Tina Turner abuse. Very.
It was by a parent or by?
No, by an ex, a man. Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
during college, during that time, college sweethearts or whatnot during that time, and definitely opened myself to a narcissist during that time, and it broke down a lot of me. So already open wounds, already open damage things that is already, pretty much present. And when I was exposed to witchcraft and exposed to a different type of healing versus the one true living healing, it definitely broke me down even more.
So you were basically led to seeking healing by other means. So
right.
I guess this is a good point for those of you that are listening. Be careful where you take your wounds.
Absolutely.
So you sought out healing outside of the hands of God, and you found what?
Pretty much found a different type of new spirituality healing, dealing with crystals, tarot cards, sage, meditation, rituals, spell work, healing work, as they would say, like I said, during that time, I was definitely vulnerable and willing to see any kind of opportunity to feel better, because coming from a preacher's kid, and, I was brought up in the church. My dad was, a pastor, evangelist. My mom's a minister and also head choir leader as well. So definitely brought up in the church. Definitely knew who God was. Definitely saw a lot of things during my childhood. I already knew that the spiritual world was already real. I already knew that Satan was real, just like Jesus was real. But growing up around that, it definitely opened up questions, because, sometimes in the church, they force you on religion, like, say your prayer, do this and do that. If you don't say your prayer, if you do this, then you're going to hell. So, it was definitely religion drawn during that time. So that was just very traumatic. Forcing a child to believe something and they don't really fully know is always like traumatic. It's always like, why do I need to believe this? You just telling me, okay, obey your parents and okay, obey the 10 commandments. But what are the 10 commandments? What does it mean? Why does it imply my...
So y'all, I'm gonna skip forward. I'm gonna see if there's a part where, let's see.
Present that's telling her certain things, because she was involved with tarot cards as
well. Absolutely.
So when she started naming certain things, she was like, this is going to help you to heal. The only reason why you are in this place right now is because you're not willing to step out and to heal. You're being stagnant. I was trying to just going through the motion and not really fulfilling the pain and hurt that I was going through at that time. And she was like, are you willing to sage? Because we got to get all this negative energy on you.
Oh my God.
Right. Started pulling out the sage and stuff. So I was like, hold on. Like, I don't know about that. And when she said, well, smugging's in the Bible. So, which smugging was in the Bible, but it's once again Old Testament. Everybody love to hold on to the Old Testament versus the New Testament. And
you got to show me, because I bet in context it's not saying God is telling us to
smug.
Just because you know what else is in the Bible? Shoot, there's a whole lot of stuff. Adultery is in the Bible, murder is in the Bible. All those things are in the Bible described, but it doesn't mean that it's prescribed. Meaning God is not saying, I want you to.
Exactly. And once again, Satan knows the Bible as well. Just like when he tempted Jesus and, in the wilderness, he quoted the scripture with a twist.
Come on.
So I feel like the same way how she threw that out, it was with a twist as well. So, but when she said that, once again, with me not having my relationship with God and me not reading my Bible at the time, I kind of just took it as what it was. And I was open to it just because she said, I'm a PK too. So, long story short, she started saging me. I started feeling, it was like chills that was coming on the back of my neck almost. Like, it was just like something was like kind of like coming over me and like giving me this sense of like energy of present almost. Like, literally felt like somebody was just coming over and just putting some kind of like almost like anoint, like not in that term, anoint over me. And or like a kind of like a curse over me.
But in the moment it felt like power, or what did it feel like?
It felt like enhancement. It felt like almost activation. Almost, you know what I'm saying? So as she's saging over me, she's saying God, and I noticed that once again she never said Jesus Christ. She always kept saying God.
Yes, I was in the porn industry, and yes, I was in prostitution, and I sold dope and did dope. God will go to the gutter for you. He took a prostitute from Compton, turned her into a wife.
The only time I heard about it was when there was a curse or damnation towards it.
Forward, I guess I like that he goes to all different, I love the stories. I really do. I love a testimony.
And I remember after she got done praying, it was just like a crazy activation. Like I said, chills all over my body. And I was stuck for one moment and I was kind of confused. I'm like, what is this? Like, I've never experienced this type of energy before. I've never felt like this type of empowerment almost before, like over my feelings. I felt power over them for once, and she was like, how do you feel? And I was like, I actually feel kind of okay for once. I feel like I can overcome something for once, because I've been feeling so down and so heavy for the longest. And for once in my life, I feel like I can actually maybe take a step forward. And she was just like, yeah, that's the energy. We remove all that negative energy. So instantly, since I felt how I felt, I automatically believed it. So she was like, when you are ready, I'm gonna put together a spiritual bath. A spiritual bath is pretty much like a ritual of you either doing some kind of awakening, pretty much opening, how they would say, your third eye, trying to channel that type of dimension, trying to channel that type of spirit realm. It's a portal pretty much that you're entering, and you are not really aware, but aware at the same time, because it literally is a portal with demons talking to you.
What?
And you're enchanting them inside of you.
Wow.
So she was like, this is going to help you to heal. So whenever you're ready, do the spiritual bath, and you will feel like even more empowered, even more cleared of conscious and mental and everything. So
in the blood of animals or females?
I went, did that at my home, and I remember it was a 4-hour process.
So it was a bath.
It was,
and it was 4 hours. How was that?
Because I kept having to get in and out of the tub, because I was so confused on what was taking over my body at that time. After she staged me and everything, I did do some research. I'm like, okay, well, maybe this new age, the sage, like, okay, it says remove demonic energies and negative energies, negative thoughts, anything that's trying to come towards me or anything. Okay, it says all of this. And once again, I'm not going to the Bible. I'm going straight to Google, of all places. So long story short, she was just saying, whenever you're ready and whenever you feel like you can take on this type of energy, do the bath. So literally did the bath, and it's different type of herbs. So it's different type of herbs, as like witch does, deer tongue, witch does. And it's different type of herbs that symbolize either you trying to heal yourself, awakening, trying to project the future. It has different type of meanings behind different type of herbs and roots.
Gotcha.
Which is why they put it together, and they put a whole spell together. If you're trying to receive money, they put everything type of herbs that will help you to receive money. If you're trying to heal, they put different type of herbs together for you to heal. So it definitely symbolized which direction you're trying to go, but she really made me a healing type of dust bath. And I was just, like I said, trying to open up to anything.
Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you guys. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button, y'all. Let's not just be every once in a while. Let's become family, okay? Friends that are family, okay? Join my family today.